This video has been graciously sponsored by Yeedi. Anybody happen to notice just how many different robot vacs Yeedi has been releasing into the market? It's incredible. Just when you think that they've topped themselves, they've managed to do even more. So if you remember a little while back, this Yeedi Vac 2 Pro was a little bit of a game changer because it added a mopping feature. But as you can see, the mopping feature here is a pad. And that did fairly well, for being a pad, and you could adjust the water levels. But now, let's check out this Mop Station Pro that Yeedi just sent me. And let's see what type of a game changer it is. I think this one is a box in a box. Nope, that is the actual box. Okay, I didn't know if they put a box in a box or not. So let's see. What do we have here? You know what? In order to make some room. Why, that's heavy. Let's move this over a bit. We can examine all the pieces one at a time. And now for the piece de resistance. What goes along with this Mop Station Pro? This out of the way. The mop station itself. And it is sizable. It is definitely sizable. There's reasons why it's sizable, though. But isn't that... Whoa, static cling. Get in the box. That's really beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely tremendous. Now, you're going to have to find a space for this, obviously, because, you know, it's more sizable than just this with a very small docking station. This is a large docking station. However, what's so great about it is you have water tanks. So this one here on your left is the disposal tank. That's where the dirty water goes. This one here on the right is the fresh tank. And they fit right in the top. And it looks like they hold an awful lot of water. They do have a max fill line in there. But, I mean, that's sizable. You're going to be able to mop some very, very significantly sized flooring. I mean, you're going to be able to do a bunch, not just a couple hundred square feet. Of course, I guess it'll depend on how much water you use, or you choose to use, as I imagine it's programmable. Here's where you go and plug the cord in. But there's the entire unit. And let's see, it has, well, it's somewhat of a carry handle in the back. It will help you move it. If you grab it, then you put your hand here in the front. You can pick it up to transport it. Because otherwise, let's face it, you'd have to go and do this, which really isn't too bad. See, is there anything else underneath? Not really. And obviously, when you send the Yeedi home, it will. Oh, okay, so they want to have the mops go in first. So the mops have a self-cleaning feature. So they spin and they scrape against these surfaces right here. And this will suck up the dirty water into the recovery tank. So when you're done and your robot goes back home, this should actually slide right up in here. It does very nicely. And then it can self-clean. Now, isn't that a hoot? That is wonderful that such features exist. Totally automatic mopping and self-cleaning. Let's take a quick browse through the manual, shall we? By the way, this product comes with a 1-year warranty. If you need to enact a warranty claim, please contact the manufacturer. All links in the description. And I am sure that if for some reason this manual gets lost, it's a downloadable PDF on their website. Now, I was looking through this manual a few minutes ago to see if they mentioned anything about what type of fluids to use. So pretty much all I see is just straight water. It doesn't say if it's warm water, cold water, just water. So you have your wastewater bucket here, and then you have your clean water bucket on the other side. Here's a description of the front buttons. Recall exit button, and then the start pause button there in the middle, and the self clean button. So now we will have to take this upstairs to my dirty first floor linoleum, turn it on, power button's on the side of the unit, fill the tanks with water, and probably install, upgrade the firmware, because there's always a firmware upgrade. That's kind of normal. Get it connected to Wi-Fi and run it. Regular maintenance. So don't forget this. So it will give you a general idea of what you need to do for maintenance frequency and replacement frequency. There you are. Can't wait to try this out. And if you fill up the fresh tank to the max fill line, you're getting just slightly less than 128 ounces, which is slightly less than 1 full gallon. That is a lot of water. I think we're ready to give this Mop Station Pro a try. And at the end, we'll go ahead and take everything apart and you can see how to do the maintenance. So as you can see, I've had several different Yeedis set up previously. So let's see, let's turn this on. So yeah, switch it to the one there. We have light. And I think we're going to have to connect.
Please scan the QR code on the robot to download the app and get started.
Okay, so let's see. I think I can do this. Add a robot. And now I will scan the QR code. Does that get it? Oh, that got it. There we go. Please enable GPS, okay, to access the list. All right. Now the rest of this is my personal network settings, so we'll kind of scroll past that. Now let's see. Where is that? Location. There we go. And here's that. Okay, I've switched on the robot. Next. Short press the reset button 1 second and then release. Okay, so that's going to be right here.
Ready for network setup.
See, I've heard the sound. I have to scan this with the robot's camera. So I'm going to take it and place it at a distance away.
Successful. Connecting to the app.
All right, I got it. Well, that was easy. Okay, there's that. Mop Station Pro. And there it is. Okay, done. And let's see, is this, there we go. It's all the way up to the front. Enter Smart Cleaning. It's got some animation there. Next. Let's see, you can set Do Not Disturb. I don't really care. Continuous cleaning, resumed clean. Okay, all right. Some people may want that. And start mapping, recommended. All right. Start mapping, but create a map. How much battery life? I don't see anything where it says, oh, okay, in vacuum mode. All right, so it wants us to do vacuum mode first. So we can't go right to the mopping mode. How interesting. Let me see what are our other choices. Looks like maybe that's what we have to do. Let's see, vacuum power, water flow level, voice cleaning settings. So I have to do mapping in the non-mop mode. Oh, and I have 24%. Okay, that's really what I was looking for, is the battery life. Well, I think we're finally charged now. Seems to have taken about 4 hours. So I did find out a couple of things, and I confirmed these types of activities in the manual. So of course you need to be able to charge it up completely, and we did. And again, that was about 4 hours. Your initial first charge may vary a little bit. But I did find out that I really wanted to just mop first. And the Yeedi doesn't want me to do that. It wants me to map out the room. Well, okay, fine. But I thought I could map out the room and mop at the same time. And it just incessantly bugged me to go and just do, well, you know, the dry pickup. So had to go and change bins. All right, not too big of a deal. So checked the firmware, made sure everything was updated, and I believe we are ready to go. So let's click the start mapping, and all the lights are off. So let's see what happens. And I believe I'm going to, well, let's leave everything at default. So we have vacuum power, second from the lowest, water flow level. We don't have anything in there. It's going to use that, so it's not going to matter. So everything literally is just at default. So start mapping. Okay, I'm going to click next. Sweeping components are in there. Start from the self-cleaning station. Oh yes, and if for some reason, just when you first get it, and you just have it kind of near the station and you say go home, it can't really find it. So you need to start it in the station. Okay, open doors. Actually, I closed a door. I cleared the obstacles. That's for sure. I actually put some obstacles in the way as well. Help the robot get stuck, keep your rooms well lit. I've got all my lights on. And off we go. Now, just as I've done before, because I don't want the robot to, get lost and run around on the carpet. Ooh, that's really taken off fast. I have blocked off stuff with chairs. Well, that thing's cruising. That is fast. That is very fast. So, got some crushed leaves in there, and my Rosie's dog hair, and whatever else we happen to pick up from me shaking out my mats. That is going fast. Might just be my imagination, but that thing is flying for its mapping. And it should be doing, dry pass cleaning as well. Now, one thing I do have a concern about is I have 2 exposed metal grates. And I wonder if the mops might get stuck on them or caught in some way. Because if I remove the metal grates, it's possible the robot vacuum could actually fall in them, or at least one wheel. See, there's a metal grate on your right side. If I leave it on there, in dry, it's not such a big deal, but when you're doing the mopping, we're going to have to find out how well that works. There's a corner. Okay, it's kind of hugging the leg. Guess it's going to figure that out soon enough, I hope. All right, made it over the first grate. Not really a problem. It's trying to go under the chair. And listen to the motor speed increase. I hope it can figure its way out of there. Come on back out. There we go. All right, that's good. So I guess if it's going to run on carpet, you can hear the speed increase. So suction and airflow will go up, because carpet is harder to clean than bare floor. All right, here's the other grate. It's less than thrilled with it. It made it though. Well, I think this firmware and or this particular robot vac wins the award for thoroughness in the pre-mapping stage for sure. And it's not done yet. So congratulations to Yeedi for creating a smarter robot that really gets into those tight corners and tries its best. And it bumps into its own base station. Still wondering about that leaf. I think if it gets that leaf, it'll be a perfect mapping scenario.
Cleaning complete.
Oh.
Returning to self-cleaning station.
All right, so it missed the leaf right there. But looks like it got everything else. And it didn't use that much battery power. So that's really fantastic. I think it's funny that it has to back itself in. Okay, so it's having a little trouble. All right, made it in. And it said that we're basically done. About 91% battery power. Now it says start labeling areas. All right, it's one area. Tap on the map to label the area. I just want to say kitchen and confirm. And okay, so it has a little icon on there. I guess that means kitchen. And I think that's all we wanted to do. Oh, no, I don't want to discard it. So, yeah, I've already labeled it already. Confirm. So what's next? Oh, save. That's right, in the upper right-hand side. I have a clock that sits over the top of that, so I can't see it. All right, virtual boundary unlocked. So I just want the map actually to just be my virtual boundary. Right? No vacuum, no mopping. Okay, I'll just show you that, how to add. All right, so if you wanted to go and make a specific boundary, say, don't do something here, don't do something there, then you can set it up just like you saw in the animation. But I want the map to just be the map itself. Now let's check the dirt pickup. So pull the bin out and separate this. So that's what we have. So if you ever plan to start mopping with whatever system you use, always remember to dry vacuum first, because otherwise you literally get a mess. So if I go, let's see, does this pull out up here? Let's see, where is that? Oh, sorry, other side. So I saw a hinge, but it's on the other side. So here's this. Now I'm not expecting this to be appreciably dirty, and let's face it, it's not. But when it does become dirty, you can wash this and then let it dry for 24 hours. Just make sure it's completely dry. So what I'm going to do with this is simply make sure that it is fully emptied. I'll just put it there so you can see it. I can kind of scrape this out. Yeah, there's nothing from the other side I can get. You can blow it out. There you go. So that's pretty much clean enough. I mean, you can make it cleaner and wash this and dry it if you prefer. But here is the blob that came out. And we were pretty good, all except for one leaf. Now, I would be definitely remiss if I also didn't show you that you need to remove and inspect the brush roller. So my wife has 2-foot-long hair. You can see it's clearly wrapped around there. So you can use the included, I guess, hair wrap removal tool, or in this case, you can just use your fingers. In any case, clean this up after every use. And since it's all, rubber and plastic, you can get it wet if you want to, if you have to, and then replace it when it's all cleaned up again. And that fits in like this. It has an orientation. There we go. And this will click back on. And with the bin clean and the brush roll clean, you're ready to go. But we need to check out the mopping feature.